Eamon Khan here for Seconds Out with Bruce Shu Shu Carrington. I love saying Shu Shu, so nice to have to say it twice as well too. Shu Shu Carrington out again,
Yeah.
9th December against Jason Sanchez. Bruce, first time meeting you. How you doing?
And I'm doing well. I'm doing well. It's nice to meet you as well too. I'm super excited, man. It's fight time. It's fight time.
Fight time indeed. But it's been an active year for yourself too, and a year where you've really put your name in people's mouths off of the back of last time out when you scored a real hellacious highlight reel knockout as well too. Do you feel that progression in your career heading into another year where you plan to flourish again?
Definitely, definitely. I feel like, at this point, I'm just having a lot of growth at this moment right now. Like with these fights back to back, on and on. It's like I'm just learning more myself, learning little things that I could do more in the ring and building that maturity, man. And just trying to become a more like, just a full-fledged, all-around boxer. And with the activity that I'm getting, the opponent that's stepping in the ring with me, you guys are gonna see more and more of that.
Now I got a chance to sample a bit in New York, first time over there for myself. I'm here over in the UK, and for an area that you're from, New York, Brooklyn, a lot of weight, a lot of history that you carry with you into the ring in boxing terms. It's kind of one of those things where success can get to some people's heads because sometimes it's not all that evident. But when people from New York do get that success, they can get very high. How do you keep your head, or sorry, your feet on the ground and keep grounded and head towards striving towards success?
Well, one thing I will say, like, all praise is due to God. I make sure that, all praise to him and, because, praise is not for man. We get a big headed with that. I feel like also with the people I have around me, my fiance, my coach, and, my team that I have around me, like, they're big time in terms of keeping me grounded and keep me humble as well, too. Because, we're human and sometimes, you could get big headed and whatnot, but people around me help me out a lot with that.
First 10 rounder as we head towards the end of the year, Jason Sanchez is the opponent. Could have picked an easier opponent in terms of his history. You've chosen to go with Jason Sanchez. What do you feel you're going to be showing this time round when you get in the ring with
Yeah, I feel like for me, as of this moment right now, it's just what can I say? It's time for me to like just continue to show different things. You know what I mean in terms of what I can bring to the ring, and you guys are gonna see that. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys. You guys are gonna see what I'm gonna bring different to the ring, and it's just that step up that I've been craving for. This step up that I've needed.
step up indeed? You've been referred to as an old school fighter, as a throwback fighter. When you look at your profile and what you want to project about yourself, do you feel that you're showing people everything that you want them to see about you, or do you feel like you've got more to show?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Because there's more. There's so much more that you guys haven't seen yet. Like I've just given y'all a little taste for real. What I mean, I can't, show everything and spoil everything. So I can't get tired of me too soon. I got to make sure that, and I've been making sure that I've just been, selectively showing y'all the things that I'm able to do. And if y'all liking the stuff that I'm giving out now, just wait till later.
How are you at featherweight at the moment? How do you feel making the weight?
I feel great. I feel great. I can see myself being at featherweight for years to come. I have no problem like making 126. I've been on a plant-based diet for about 6 years now. So at this point, it's like, it's easy for me to make this weight. But so I definitely plan on taking over the division. Whoever is the champion by the time that I start to, knock on the door for title contention, I want them. And then after that, I plan on going up to 130. But you know, one fight at a time though. We're going one fight at a time.
So I've
We're
been
going one fight at a time.
vegetarian. I've been vegetarian for 7 years. Never quite made the
Okay.
decision to drop down to vegan just yet, or plant-based, like you
Yeah.
say. But I know there are a couple of athletes who've done that at the highest level and had a lot of success. As an athlete specifically, what do you feel you've gained from that plant-based move in terms of your recovery, in terms of your gains, in terms of your breaking those personal bests that you've have and made?
Man, it's helped me out a lot in terms of my health Like I've noticed that before I got on this journey, like I was getting sick more often throughout the year, and my recovery with any type of like injuries or pains that I have is much faster. Um, and then it's just like just me feeling good. Like I want to continue to live life and feel good even at an old age. And with this plant-based diet, it's helped me out a lot with that, man. I promise you. Like, I encourage it. It's highly recommended for for others that ever thought about trying it, or even if not. But I definitely recommend it to anybody that wants to get into it.
Is there anyone on the come up right now that you look at and think, when I'm at the top, that guy's going to be my rival. That guy's going to ride with me and be there too. Do you look at a division like that in that sort of way?
Anybody want to come up? I don't know. I don't really look at it like that. Me, I just want to just test myself against the people that are the best, that they say are the best, because I believe I'm the best. And when I tell you, I definitely feel like when it's time for me to fight those guys, like everybody's gonna know what's up. It's kind of like a situation where Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence.
Hmm.
Like everybody was like, "Yo, Errol Spence, da da da," and they weren't really giving Terrence Crawford his flowers. But when it was time to fight, Terrence Crawford showed he was in a level all on his own. So that's the same story that I'm gonna have.
My accent probably gives it away, so it'll be no surprise to you to know that I'm from the UK. Do you look at any of the UK fighters right now?
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. I'll be watching the UK fighters. I've been watching. I've been seeing. I see. Lee Wood is in my weight class as well too, and he's a
Right.
champion. I hear that he might be going up to 130 though, so that's unfortunate if he's planning on doing that. But yeah, I watch him. I see like guys like Joe Cordina and uh, Frampton and all. Yeah, I've seen a lot of these different people out in the UK.
Have you been watching Nick Ball?
Say it again, Nick Bull. I've actually just heard of him when he just fought Isaac Dogbe, yeah?
That's right.
Yeah, yeah. I actually just heard of him, and I didn't watch the fight thoroughly. I've heard like different like people say like yo he did good against Isaac, so I'm definitely interested in watching him. But I've just heard of
In terms of the division, there'll be some movement going on in terms of Komotov and Ford fighting for the title. Who do you believe comes through that fight?
Say it one more time.
Komotov and Ford coming. They're going to be fighting for the title. Who do you think wins that fight?
Mm.
Otabek Komotov and Ray Ford.
Oh, Ray Ford. Oh yeah, no, I see. Like, I like Ray Raymond Ford's style. What I mean? I feel like he has the goods. He has what it takes to win his fight as well too. And man, I honestly feel like he can be a potential opponent in the future as well.
A lot of fighters are running away from the idea of fighting Naoya Inoue, but you're running towards it. Do you feel that can happen in the future?
100%. I hope it does. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Inoue. I'm a huge fan of Inoue. I will say, I respect the man, what he's done in the sport already. Like, I feel like at this point right now, he's gonna be a future Hall of Famer with the things that he's done. If he wins this fight, he'll be the second two-time undisputed champ in the sport of boxing, and it's just an amazing feeling. You know what I mean? It's really a great thing to see. But if he's in my weight division, if he comes up to 126, I would love to see. I would love to see what he's about, honestly, because there's certain things that I see in the ring that I know that I can expose, and when the time comes, hopefully I'll be able to do that.
Couple of final things, and I'll let you go. Back to the fight with Jason Sanchez. What sort of fight do you think this will be?
Um, me, I, I feel like it's gonna be a dominated performance on my end. I've trained really hard, and me and my team, we've come up with a great game plan to be able to, deal with Jason Sanchez. Yes, he's a good fighter, man, and he's fought some good people. He has some great opponents as well too. But when he steps in the ring with me, he's gonna see that I'm a different breed. I'm on a different level. Um, I plan on just taking my time and dissecting him, building and creating a lot of confusion in the ring on his end. And I'm just gonna make the fight easy as can be.
Bruce, you're someone who's got bags of personality, whether it be in the ring, on interviews, on your social media. Where does that come from? And do you feel that enough fighters are doing that, showing the true side, their personality?
Man, I don't know. I feel like a lot of fighters, they're like creating a persona in terms of instead of like being themselves sometimes. But me, I'm just being myself. All of the personality that you see is me. Like and then even the switch in personality that you'll see inside the ring, that's also me. So it's like I'm just being real authentic when it comes to like my personality and everything that I bring to what the viewers see. And I just hope that everybody enjoy it.
You're a wrestling fan?
Yes, definitely, 100%. Oh, like in a certain era though, like 90s, early 2000s.
I wonder if that's where it comes from. Kind of watching up, growing, watching that, and
possibly because The Rock was my favorite wrestler. Stone Cold also one of my favorite wrestlers, and those were the best guys on the mic. Like, you know what I mean? Like those are the best guys with the segments and everything like that. They were super entertaining. Jeff Hardy, but one of my favorite high flyers, and the Icon, the Undertaker, and yeah, no, definitely those are like that was my time right there. That was my time.
That's a conversation we can have in the future talking about wrestling, but you got some boxing to attend to in a few days. Bruce, a pleasure speaking to you. Thanks for speaking to the Seconds Out, sir. All the best for your fight. I'll be tuning in.